Just a little town. Did you ever go to the Apple and Pork Festival?
No, I didn't.
Oh. It's about that time.
It's always a nice fall event.
Oh, yeah. Listen.
Okay. Let's get that plugged in.
Was that your son who was here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How many kids do you have?
I have 4 children.
Oh, my.
3 boys and a girl.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put that one on.
Yep. Myra, can I put this on your shirt? This is a microphone so we can hear you on the camera a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay. Do your kids live around here?
Well, 3 of them do, and my daughter, the 3 boys live around here, and my daughter lives in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, my word. How did she end up down there?
Well, she married a man from down there, from Atlanta.
Okay. That figures. Okay. Good. All right, so my name is Amanda Murphy, and I'm a Life Enrichment Coordinator at Westminster Village. And today is Thursday, August 30th, 2018, and we are interviewing Mrs. Myra Shepard. And Myra, where and what year were you born?
Okay, I was born here in October 16th, 1921.
Okay. In Bloomington, Illinois?
Yeah.
Very good. And who were your parents and what did they do for occupations?
Harry and Jane Rogers, and he owned a shoe store
Oh.
in downtown Bloomington.
And what did your mother do?
Well, before she was married, she was a school teacher.
What do you know what grade she taught?
No.
Oh, okay. Did you have any other family members? Any siblings?
Yes, I had a brother.
A brother? Did your brother serve in the military?
Yes, he did.
And what branch was he?
He was in the Army.
Okay. Good deal. So what were you doing before you entered the service?
I was working at a bank in Normal.
And were you drafted into the service or did you enlist?
No. I enlisted.
You enlisted? Yeah. And to what branch did you enlist?
Well, in the Navy, it was called the Waves. Women Auxiliary Volunteer Emergency Services.
And what kind of job did you do there?
Well, I was a communications officer.
And what kind of duties did you have as a communication officer?
Well, I encoded and decoded secret and top secret messages.
Wow, you had a very important job then, didn't you?
I was in the Chief of Naval Operations Office in Washington, D.C.
Wow, that's very important. That's amazing. Did you choose that particular area in Waves, or did they designate you to that area?
Well, they sent me there. I didn't have any choice.
Okay. And did you happen to go through any training for that?
Yes, I did.
What kind of training did you go through?
Well, I went to officers training, and I think it was for 3 months.
What kinds of lessons did you do during the day? What kinds of lessons did you have to do during the day?
Well, we did a lot of marching, and we had studies. I don't know what else I'd tell you.
Okay. That's okay. Do you recall what your instructors were like?
Not really.
Were they all male, or did you have some female instructors?
Well, I think we had both female and male.
And approximately how many women would be in your class?
I don't know, 100, I don't really know.
Wow. And they were maybe from all different parts of the United States?
Yes.
Okay. What was your social life like while you were in the service? Did you get to go out and enjoy the city at all?
Well, yes, I did, but I went on, some dates.
Did you have any female friends that you connected with even after you served?
Yes, I had female friends.
So besides Washington, D.C., did you go anywhere else during your years of service?
Well, when I was first in, I went to a training camp, and it was in I can't think now where
That's okay.
where it was. I think it was in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell you where it was. It was wherever it was some university.
Was it very hot there?
Not that I remember.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And what year did you enlist?
1943.
Okay. And how long was your...
I was
Years
in
of
for
service.
3 years.
Okay. Okay.
Got out in 46.
Did you ever serve abroad?
The waves didn't go abroad, no.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, how did you stay in touch with your family and friends back home? Did you write letters or did you do telegrams?
I guess I wrote letters.
When you would get some of the secret codes that you had to decode, where did those then go once they left your office?
Where did the information go?
Where would the information go?
Well, back to it was in the Chief of Naval Operations office, so that's where it went.
I didn't know if maybe there were connections to the other branches of the service. Would you work for the Air Force or the Army? Or was it primarily just the Navy?
It was Navy.
Just Navy. Okay. And what kind of events were going on during those years that you served?
What was the war like?
Yes. What was life like during that time?
Well, everybody was in service, it seems to me.
I know that from talking with other veterans, it seems like there was a large sense of patriotism. Everybody wanted to put their lives down, and
Yeah, well, that's why I went into it. I wanted to do my part.
did you have friends in school that also enlisted?
Did I have friends?
In school that also enlisted?
No.
No.
Well, yes, the reason I went in the first place was that one friend had already enlisted. And she told me about it, and I then went down and enlisted.
How did your family feel about that?
I don't recall that they said anything about it.
I'm sure that you felt very proud of yourself for enlisting.
Well, I guess I did.
So when you returned home, what was returning home like?
Well, I was busy dating all the time.
Were you ever married?
Yes. Well, I told you I had 4 children. Yes.
Right.
Yes, I was married.
How did you meet your husband?
Well, I had known him growing up.
So was he from Bloomington also?
Yes, he lived in Normal.
Okay. Was your husband in the service as well?
He'd been in, yes.
What?
He wasn't in very long. He was I think he was in the Army.
Did he have to go overseas?
No, they put him out of service because he has this bad hay fever.
Oh, really?
That is strange.
Yes. Wow. No allergy pills could help, right?
What?
There weren't any allergy pills that could help.
I guess no.
No. So when you returned home, do you remember how your family adjusted to you being back home?
Well, they were thrilled to have me.
I'm sure they missed you very much. Did you, before coming to Westminster, did you ever go to any of the VFW, or were you a member of the Legion?
No.
Did you participate in any kind of veteran affairs?
No.
No. Did you keep in contact with some of your fellow comrades after the service?
Well, for a little while.
But no lifelong friends or anything?
No.
Did your husband have friends that he made in the service?
I really don't know, about that.
That's okay. How did your military experiences affect your life? Were you able to get a certain type of job after the military?
I didn't get a job. I got married after I'd been home for a while.
What kind of profession did your husband do?
My husband owned an insurance company.
Oh, okay. I assumed he wasn't out in the field working
No.
because of the hay fever.
What?
I said because of the hay fever. I assumed he wasn't out in the field.
No.
No. He owned an insurance company. Did any of your children ever serve in the military?
No.
No? Do you have any grandchildren that are serving or have served?
No.
No? Did your brother serve?
My brother was in the army.
And where was he stationed?
I really can't remember whether he was overseas. He was a doctor in the army.
Oh, wow. And he made it back home safely also?
Yes.
That's very good. Very good. What kind of message would you like to leave for anybody who's interested in joining the Army or the Navy?
Well, I guess they should be sure what they're doing. I had already graduated from college before I went in. And I think that they should at least do that before they join.
What did you study in college?
What?
What did you study in college?
Why did I study? Well, I was an economics major.
Did you have an idea of what maybe you wanted to do after college besides joining Waves?
I don't know that I did.
Oh, okay. Would you say overall your time in the service was a positive one?
Well, yes, it was. There weren't too many women that went in.
Did you feel that maybe women were treated differently than the men? Did you feel that the women were treated differently than the men who served?
I don't know what you mean.
Because women had just started enlisting, did you ever feel that a woman was treated differently than how a man was treated? Like unequal?
I don't know that I ever thought about that.
No. That's good though, at least you don't have a concrete reason to say yes. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is there anything else that you feel we haven't discussed?
Not really.
Okay. Well, Myra, thank you very much for your time, and thank you also for your service. We really appreciate it.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for letting us come and talk with you.
What did you say that they're going to do with this information?
Yes, so the entire Veterans History Project was created through the Library of Congress, and nationwide there is an effort to gain as many veterans interviews as possible, and they submit those interviews to the Library of Congress. It can be students, it can be family members, it can be people like us I'm a staff member and she's a volunteer. And we get the information from the veterans and we submit the information to the Library of Congress. And then people who are maybe doing research projects or genealogy or are just interested in hearing stories or possibly tracing back their ancestors also will be able to listen to the interviews and know what experiences those veterans had. So,
Okay.
yeah. So it's a very nice thing that you were able to share your story with us. So,
Okay.
okay. All right, I'll go ahead and unhook you here, okay? That didn't hurt, did it? Off? Okay.
Got yours?
Yes.